for 251.5. Rehab is 51,000. I'm gonna say it's gonna be probably $1,000 or $2,000, $1,000 maybe more for landscaping that we're gonna add. Everything else is within that 51. And I haven't quite decided if we're gonna be staging the house. We got one quote for $5,000, and we're not doing that. So we're gonna figure out if we can get a little bit of staging in here. If you know anybody, let me know. Yes.
I wanted to ask, what was it listed for? You got it for 251.5.
Okay. We're paying something like 92% of what it was listed for. So whatever that was.
It's simple. We just have that formula we go with because it seems to be what wins those HUD bids.
We know what's gonna give it to how we're gonna what number will give it to us. We have 51.
When you said HUD, you mean Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac or some other place?
So it's like, so it's a yes, and then it went into, and somebody else can probably explain it better, but when they couldn't pay, right, so it was foreclosed on, and because it was insured by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, then it becomes a HUD property, and is that right?
It's an FHA loan. FHA loans are backed by the government. They're insured by the government.
So it's kind of like
when
the
they
government kind of
foreclose,
owns it.
the government owns it.
Yeah.
And Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac belongs to the government.
Yeah. Some things I don't know how to explain. So.
Yeah. That's what the class is for.
Other costs, I just lumped everything into that. So that includes holding costs, which is utilities, insurance.
Which we plan for like what, 6 months usually?
We
6 to 9 months.
We got a year. We had to get a year's worth of insurance on this one because the lender that we're using required that. So it was like $3,200 for the year. It's prorated. We're gonna get our money back when we sell it, but it's that much more money that we have to have available, you know, when we do the project. Then there's utilities. Then there's in here is the interest. Okay, so some of it we need to pay. If it's a hard money loan, we have to pay it monthly. So if it's private money, we just have a deal that we're going to pay it at the end, so that that helps. And then it also, we just put everything in this number: the commissions when we sell it, and closing costs, buying and selling. Anything else you can think of is in this number.
And the thing is that it's calculated for a certain amount of time. If we sell this faster than that, it's going to be less than that.
So it's calculated for 6 months. If we sell it sooner, then we're going to make that. Each month we'll make, on this one, I don't remember exactly, but probably a couple $1,000, $1,500 to $2,000 more for each month that we get rid of it sooner. But the thing is that now with loans, this year they've changed some rules, and now it takes even longer to buy a property, to close it. So it used to be like 30 days, right? So now it's like 45 days or 60 days. It takes longer. So yes.
Is this 6 months from rehab completion or 6 months?
6 months purchase. No, purchase.
So how long does it take you from rehab completion to from the time rehab completion to
selling it?
Yes. What's the average turnaround?
It's hard to say an average, but I'll tell you the house in Streamwood, we listed it not last Monday, but the Monday before that. Within 1 week, we had 2 offers, and we just signed the contract 2 or 3 days ago.
That's good though. That's very good.
That is good.
Yeah, that's really good. We're not going to be naive and expect that every time.
You guys, what's the average turnaround for you guys?
Well, you see, we did our one house a year ago. And then now we're doing 6 properties, but the one I just told you about is the first one of the 6 that's selling right now, that's completed. So ask us in a month or 2. We'll know more.
And what you said about rehab too, it just brings up another point that I'm thinking about is we have not taken on a project that we think is going to take a long time to rehab. This was cosmetic. I mean, yes, this was 50,000, but it's not 150. We're not. We're taking on a project that we think is not going to take too much more than a month to knock out. That's what we've been focused on. Now we're looking at another one that might take about 2 months. But still, we're not talking about like a 4-month project here. It's still. Go ahead.
From your asking price to your sale price, what's the difference in Streamwood?
Asking price to sale. Okay. It was listed for $169,500. And, our offer, the contract offer is 167. But, you always have to look at that and see if there's credits.
Hmm.
We're giving them 3% closing credits, so it's 162. Unless it does not appraise for 167, in which case our profit, our net will be lower. We went into it, expecting $160,000 sale price, so we're good. You know, we're gonna be great, and, we're really excited about that on multiple levels. First of all, we're getting what we wanted, but our realtors said exactly 160, and that's what we're selling it for. Maybe $2,000 more, awesome. Even if it was 158, I'd still be really happy, because our experience with realtors, and if there's any realtors in here, I don't know you, but our experience is that they're off. They're off sometimes. So
and
we need
they'll tell
someone
you
that we
different
can
things.
trust.
Different realtors will tell you completely different things. So
And
it's
based
a lot of
on different,
opinion.
it's opinion. So
Opinion and
we need-
what
we
you
need
know,
real
what you've
numbers.
done. And but simple answer: if everything goes right, about 7,500 less than what we were asking for. So 162 versus 169.5.
Oh, well, yeah, but we weren't expecting 169.5.
No, yeah, we weren't expecting it. We just put it
That's
at
what
that
was
price to.
So when, can I,
Okay, so our realtor believes that this will sell for 425. We looked at, we're like, what happens if it sells for 400? And with 400, at 400, our potential profit is $60,000 or more. If we sell it for 425 or more than 400, awesome. And
There's so much room
we also look at it like, we think it's worth 400, but if it sells for 380, are we gonna be okay with it? I'm okay with that. We're okay with that. But every house that we do, we always look at it like in three. We have three numbers.
And you know, and you got to look at the ridiculous scenario too. Is like, okay, well, to actually even break even, the house would have to sell for 340. Which, if you're selling this house for 340, you were doing something wrong. I mean, it's it's just wrong. I mean, can't imagine it going for that little. You know, so I mean.
So we always look at how badly does it have to get screwed up just to break even.
Yeah,
And the
and
break
we're
even
so
is
far
fine.
from that with this one.
Yeah.